What if you lived in a time when sickness was seen as magic, when doctors were hunted, and learning was a crime? This is the story of a boy who crossed deserts, changed his name, and risked his life, just to understand one thing: how to save a human life. Sit back. Let me tell you his story. Long ago, in a cold and dark land called England, people feared sickness more than death itself. There were no hospitals, no real doctors, only traveling healers with knives, cups, and prayers. Among them lived a small boy named Rob. Rob had a strange gift. When someone was very sick, he could feel it inside his body, like a warning bell. One day, his own mother fell ill. Rob felt the danger, but nobody could stop it. That day, Rob lost his mother, but he gained something else: a question. Why do people die when knowledge could save them? With no family left, Rob joined a loud, funny traveling healer known as Barber. They moved from village to village, helping people with simple treatments. Rob learned fast, but he also saw the truth. Sometimes, the treatments didn't work, and people still died. So his dream grew, not to heal by luck, but to heal by truth. One day, Barber became blind from an eye sickness.
Oh, is it you?
Yeah, it's me.
Rob took him to a different kind of doctor, one who used real methods, and Barber was cured. For the first time, Rob saw real medicine. There, Rob saw a map of the world.
And here is Isfahan, the greatest physician the world has ever seen teach his faith. Ibn Sina. There is no one on earth can match him in knowledge and wisdom.
And heard of a faraway land where science ruled over fear, where people studied the human body instead of running from it. A great teacher lived there, and Rob made a dangerous choice. He would leave England, cross deserts, risk death, and become a true doctor. But there was a problem. His faith would not be accepted there. So Rob did something bold. He changed his name and his identity, not to lie for power, but to learn for life. Rob joined a caravan across burning sands and endless roads. Hunger tested him. Storms almost killed him. Along the way, he met a young woman named Rebecca. She loved books and stories. She spoke of heroes and adventures. Their paths crossed in a world full of danger, and a bond slowly formed. But the desert shows no mercy. Rob nearly lost his life before reaching the city of learning. When he finally arrived, guards threw him out. Beaten and bleeding, he lay in the street. But fate opened another door. He was taken into the great hospital, not as a student, but as a patient. And that is where his true journey began. Inside the hospital, Rob saw something he had never seen before. Doctors worked together. They washed their hands. They asked questions. They studied pain instead of fearing it. Under the great teacher, Rob learnt how to check the pulse, how to use plants as medicine, how to ease pain without cruelty, how to think before cutting. This world believed that sickness had causes, not curses. Then death arrived again. A deadly disease spread through the city. People screamed, shops closed, families hid, but the doctors stayed. They cleaned the streets, they studied animals, they watched patterns. Slowly, they began to win.
110 less than yesterday. The rate of death is declining.
And Rob learned this truth. Knowledge is stronger than fear. In this place of sickness, Rob met Rebecca again. Life had changed her too. Between medicine and danger, love grew quietly. But love brings choice. Rob stood between rules and reason, between faith and science, between safety and truth. To understand sickness, he needed to understand the body, and the body held secrets. This choice would cost him everything, or save many lives. Outside the hospital, the world was changing. War came closer. Religious anger rose. Learning became dangerous. Some feared knowledge, others hated progress.
It is the saints committed each and every day in the university whose godless philosophy corrupts our city.
The hospital, a place of light, stood between them. Before darkness could win, knowledge was passed on. Books were saved. Lessons were shared. A torch moved from teacher to student. And Rob became something he never dreamed possible. A real doctor, not by magic, not by lies, but by learning. Rob returned home, not as a boy, not as a barber's helper, but as a healer. He built a place where the sick were treated with care, where pain was studied, not feared, where learning was shared, not hidden. And somewhere on a road, an old barber heard the news. His student had changed the world, one life at a time.
All the sick are at the hospital.
The what?
The hospital, built by the physician from the Orient.
What physician from the Orient?
Physician Cole.
This story is not just about medicine. It is about courage, about crossing borders for knowledge, about choosing science over superstition, and about one man's hunger to learn, saving many lives. If you enjoyed this story, like the video, subscribe, and tell me in the comments, would you risk everything just to learn the truth?